Hello, lovely people. New adventure unlocked. I'm headed to the next game. My mama's here. We're going to Aqua Zumba. I am getting out of my comfort zone. I am trying fencing today. I'm just there for the vibes. I know nothing about baseball. I'm there for the vibes. Hello, lovely people. Listen, Linda, listen. So I know I am late. I am late with this review. All right, in my defense, okay, I was fasting from social media. So I'm back. And so when I do a fast, which I think everybody should do some sort of fast. When I do a fast, that means no entertainment or anything like that. So I said, God, I'm doing this fast for a reason. And I know that in this fast, you're gonna let people not be mad at me, and nobody's gonna unfollow me, because God, I know that you're gonna let me retain my followers, and I'm gonna be back at it, because my fast and my relationship with God is more important than social media and YouTube. So I'm back, okay, and I feel good. So I know I'm late, so I'm gonna do the best I can. Now, as y'all know, the little one is here, but I'm hoping I don't get interrupted, because when I get interrupted, I got to tend to the little one. It is what it is. So I'm reviewing season 10, episode 4, Tropic Like Us Hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Okay, listen. Was this episode good? Yes, I think this episode was good. Angel. So anyway, let's start off with they're at the dinner table and Wendy's like, Stacey, you was trying to talk to Chris Samuels? And Stacey goes, I think that Chris Samuels is an excellent father. He's a great person. You're not answering the question. And because we both gone through divorce, I thought we would have something in common. That's not answering the question. And I'm back with my husband. Stacey, that's not answering the question. Were you trying to get with Monique's ex-husband or not? Okay? So, listen, Stacey says that no, she was not trying to get with Chris Samuels. Do I believe her? No. Sorry, Stacey, I do not. Because, Stacey, your track record and the truth is just not a true thing, okay? So, but also, Ashley goes, Stacey, my friend who is a publicist, Tatiana, said that you reached out to her because she works with a lot of NFL players and you were trying to get with Chris Samuels. Now, Tatiana, I don't know who you are, but you are a publicist. You are not supposed to be running your mouth. Everything's supposed to be kept in secrecy. Some kind of publicist, you are. All right. So, again, Angel's like, oh, Chris, and so Ashley was like, well, Christmas Samuels has been telling everybody. So, and Stacey's like, if you were me, wouldn't you be telling people that I was trying to get with you? Touche, Stacey, touche. And Angel's like, he's not like that. He's not like that. Oh, the producers asked Angel, do you know Chris Samuels? Well, he was like a mentor to Bobby when they were recruiting him for Bama, and Chris Samuels is, we know he used to play for Bama. That's his alma mater. So that's the extent of it. So, Angel, do you know him personally or not? For you to say, oh, he's not like that, he's not like that. But listen, also, Wendy's like, look, Ashley, why are you trying to save this Jizzy? Because we were getting the tea on Jizzy and her boyfriend / date. And then, Ashley, here you come trying to save the day. So, Ashley, back up. Let me say this. Now, I don't know if Jizzy also has a stylist, but I have been liking her vacation looks. Go back and check. Now, there was one thing where I didn't like, which I probably talk about it later if I remember. But I like the dress that they wore to dinner, right? Now, Stacey says, y'all want me to be this person that I am not. And Stacey and Angel goes, I can relate to that, Stacey. All right, Angel, we get it. So dinner is over. They come to the room and they want to say happy birthday to Wendy. And guess who is initiating the happy birthday? Jizzy is. And Jizzy holds out the cake for Wendy. And I'm like, wow, how far we have come. So they asked the group, let's do a game of like truth and lie or something like that. And they're like, hey, Wendy, Have you ever had relations with the opposite sex or a crush? When it's like, no, but there was this stripper at Stadium. The Stadium is a strip club in DC. And she's like, and she had braces, and I was crushing on her. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I don't dabble in the lady part. I have no attraction to women. I think women are pretty, but I have no attraction. But there was one time where I went to a strip club and I was like, wow, can y'all teach me to do what y'all are doing? Because the flexibility is everything. So, I'm not mad at Wendy for having a crush on a little stripper because, they just be, you're in a fantasy. Listen, I was in awe. I was like, wow, your body can do that. The female body is amazing. Anyway, so as they were, celebrating Wendy, Keiarna's like, I'm gonna go. I'm tired. Keiarna, just say, I ain't trying to celebrate you. I'm trying to go. We get it. You don't like Wendy. So when Keiarna leaves, here comes a new personality by the name of Angel. Right? So they ask Angel, if you'll kill anybody, who would that be? She goes, Giselle, because you said I was a catfish. I'm that mother effer. Whoa, where did this angel come from? What? Angel, you exist? What? Okay, Angel got a personality. And even Giselle was impressed. Giselle was like, listen, you could kill me because your personality, like, hello, like, wow, like, who is this person, right? So Angel, when she's talking, she looks like she's playing around. She goes and gives Jizzy a hug. She gives Wendy a hug. I'm like, wow. Once Keiarna left, Angel got some balls. And everybody ended on a good note, so we thought. So the next morning, we see Keiarna goes to Angel, and Keiarna is like, yeah, girl, so I just did not like what was going on. And I just feel like it was like a mean girl. Then all of a sudden, personality switch. All of a sudden, Angel has a problem with Jizzy again. I thought y'all hugged last night. So Jizzy walks in and Angel's like, yeah, I'm still thinking about it yesterday. I was crying. And listen, I agree with Giselle. Giselle's like, I thought we were cool yesterday. The last time we checked, we were cool. What happened? So Angel's like, yeah, I just, and listen, I told y'all, that talk about the filter, I didn't like it. She's 18, 19 months postpartum. I don't like it. I think like she's gained weight. She's nursing. She's pumping. That's not a time to talk about a woman's body. So I do agree with Angel there. But if y'all hugged it out the night before, why are we rehashing it the next morning? Oh, because of Keiarna. So, no, I'm going to say this. When Jizzy walked in, I liked her little caftan number, right? Like the white and the floral. That was real cute. So this is very interesting. Giselle apologizes to Angel, which, kudos, Giselle. I give you that. She apologized to Angel. She's like, look, I've been there. I get it. I didn't mean to offend you. And Giselle's like, can I have a hug? And Angel's like, I need a minute. Not right now. Wait, what? You just hugged her last night. It haven't even been 24 hours. So that's, I'm like, Angel, you're full of it. And Angel, you're fake. Okay, so they go out to get the rest of the girls. Well, Angel stays behind. Jizzy goes. And Anna says, I need to talk to Ashley. Okay, they go off to the side. And Jazzy's like, look, like, I'm not liking what's going on. I'm not feeling it. And then the Wendy of it all, you all are, nobody's like coming to my defense. And then y'all bring Jazzy. She's just not feeling it, right? So Ashley's like listening and things like that. Now you fast. Oh, and so I will give Keiarna props because Keiarna did bring up the fact that she didn't like that they were talking about Angel. So Keiarna, I am glad that you stuck up for your friend because at first I was having a problem with that. I'm like, speak up for your friend. Now they flash back to Angel talking to her husband, and her husband's talking about Giselle like, yeah, she's on a 60 talking about people. Now, hubby, did you not know you were being filmed, or you just wanted to say that? I'm not sure about like the husband saying all that about Giselle to Angel. Maybe like you should have done it when the cameras are off, right? Like, The reason why I'm always kind of a little bit about men getting into the women's stuff. Now, support your wife. Like, babe, you look beautiful. Don't worry about what they're saying. I don't know what that lady's talking about. But you attacking Giselle, it's like you're getting into the middle of the stuff. Because guess what? When Angel and Giselle becomes friends, then you're left like looking like the crazy one. So I just don't agree with the husband addressing Giselle. Just support your wife. Like, honey, you look good. Don't even worry about what they're saying, right? So they go to the Alexander house, right? Alexander Hamilton house, which is in, again, St. Kitts. And, Wendy's making little petty comments about, oh, your enemies and all that stuff. That's unneeded. All right, that's just unneeded. Wendy, you got a problem with Keiarna? Which she has said it, like, say it, like, listen, I think you're a fake friend. I don't think you're a good friend. But making all that snide comments was not necessary. Now, Tia checks on Angel, which I thought was good. And Tia says to Angel, okay, look, just making sure that you are okay. And then, interesting, Angel goes, look, I was really annoyed last night. And Jazzy's like, I'm confused because you seem fine. Angel's like, well, if you knew me, you would know that I would annoy, but you don't really know me. Now, as usual, Bravo producers, they roll back the tape. And you could see that after the whole Wendy celebration, Angel went to go talk to Keiarna, right? And Keiarna was like, yeah, I just don't like what's going on. Like, it's so petty. Then all of a sudden, Angel's like, yeah, like, I'm not cool with it, blah, blah, blah. But Angel, you didn't tell Keiarna how, like, you know what, we talked about it, was squashed, it, we're good. So all of a sudden, when you go back to Keiarna and talk to her, you have a personality change, right? Now, they got a clique within the vacation crew. There's the Curly Girl Collective. I like it. It's Wendy is Jazzy. It's Wendy, Jazzy, and Stacey. They are fun. They are bubbly. They are just like, like if I was vacationing with them, I would be a part of the Curly Girl Collective. I'd have to go get my wet and wavy, stuff like that. And then there's the PPP, the Pink Palace, whatever. That's who? Ashley, Jizzy, and who? I don't know. Tia? I don't know. Whatever. Let's move on. But I will say this. When it comes to Giselle talking about Sean or the NFL player, I do believe her. I don't think that that's her man. I do think that she's dating around. Look, she lets it be known. I'm having fun. I'm an empty nester. I'm in the streets. I'm not mad at Giselle for that, right? Now, I do like how Wendy said, you know what, let's go back to Jizzy. Because we started with Jizzy and then Ashley tried to save her. But let's dig a little bit more, right? And then Wendy says something that shocks everybody. Wendy's like, Giselle, I want you to be happy and you are my friend. Gasp. Can we just roll back to a few seasons when Giselle was like, no hug. How far and how long we have come. Wow. They are friends. And Jizzy actually says, you know what? Yeah, maybe me and Wendy are friends. Let's see how long that lasts. Well, now with this fraud charges, we'll see. I will say this. I think that Wendy has always liked Jizzy. Wendy has always liked her. Wendy, they're both AKAs. They started off on a good foot. Again, it's only when Jizzy came after Eddie, that's when Wendy was like, F them Krammers, I'll F you up. And that's when it was like, no hug. So I do think that Wendy has always liked Jizzy, has always wanted to be her friend. It was the other way around. It was Jizzy who was not giving Wendy a chance, right? And Jizzy was just hazing Wendy. Now, they talk about how Angel always has to drop Bobby's name. Bobby gave me $5,000 to go shopping. In St. Kitts, it's a third world country. It's a third world island. At the market, the shirts are $10. What you going to give her, $5,000? She's just... these first season girls, they come in, they got to show, I'm rich. They got to show all this stuff. It's like, it's just first season stuff. I don't know. Why do you have to tell everybody like, yeah, Bobby dropped a cool $5K? Do you think that none of the girls on the trip have $5K? Maybe not Keiarna. I don't know, whatever. But I like Tia. Tia starts talking about her story because they're getting to know each other, right? So Tia talks about how like she's Nigerian, her husband is American. So there's a difference in culture, and there is, right? Like in the Nigerian culture, children are taught to respect their parents. And obviously, because Tia's married to an American, the culture is a little bit different. Her man is more relaxed. That doesn't work for Tia. You know, like they flash back to where Tia's asking her daughter something, and then the daughter's like, "Girl, blah 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 blah," and Tia's like, "I'm not girl, I'm mommy. Yeah, I'm with Tia. Who you calling girl?" Child, let me tell you, one time my child had the nerve to say, "Yes, Pamela." I said, "Er?" I said, "What did you call me?" He started laughing. I said, "What did you call me?" I said, "Yes, mommy." I said, "It is mommy to you." Right? So I agree with Tia. Like, girl, who you calling a girl? No, I am mommy to you. Now, if somebody asks you, or you got to tell your teacher, or something's going on, you got to tell your parent, yeah, you can say, my mommy's name is Pamela. But that's the extent of it, okay? Okay. I will say, I love the market scene because I love culture. I love the colorful houses. Like, it's so picturesque. Like, I think that, I like when the girls go to places like St. Kitts because guess what? That's going to bring tourism, right? So, oh, and I like how, like, when they went to, like, the restaurant, they went to the restaurant. It was Sunshine House or whatever, and the owner came and was personally cooking for him, like stuff like that. The tourism that really helps the country. That goes a long way. So I did like it. So they're in the market, right? They're going shopping, and Wendy is not feeling well. Listen, traveling sometimes you can get that traveler's diarrhea. You don't feel well, so I felt bad for her. And they're like, oh, send your husband the word text, sex, right? sex. So who sent it first? Who was it? Was it Tia or Angel? I think Angel. I don't remember. I think Angel sent it to her husband, and her husband was like with it. Now Stacey, Stacey keeps getting embarrassed by these men. It's like first it was TJ, now it's her own ex-husband. But maybe it's that German human. So she sends her hubby, her boyfriend slash ex-husband, sex. And then he says, I forgot what he said, but she sends an awkward looking picture of herself. So awkward. Like Stacey, again, she's awkward, she's quirky, she's cute, but it's just like, girl. Then he sends a message, I think saying like, I think you have the wrong number. I don't think that he didn't know who it was. I do think it was like German humor, but it's just like, dude, you are on camera. See, these men don't be knowing. They don't know. Like, you're on camera, like, this, it could be embarrassing to her. Like, then they're gonna make a whole thing of it. Oh, Stacey's husband's cheating because he doesn't know who's calling. Like, So of course Ashley took it and ran with it, went back and told Giselle, But Stacey took it in stride. I would say this, when the girls were doing the steel drums, that was super cute. Like, I love when they do activities, like it don't gotta be drama all the time, I also like when they when they left the market, they went back to the house. Jizzy and Stacey brought Wendy some like a care package, to make her feel better, which was really nice, Now, let me say this. So now I want to try the Killer Bee shot because when they went to dinner, they tried something called a Killer Bee shot. And I looked it up, y'all. So it has, let's see, what did it say? It has rum, passion fruit, lime juice, honey. What is Angostura bitters? It says optional. A splash of club soda and black pepper and then nutmeg. That sounds really good. Like, I want to try it. Now they make me want to go to St. Kitts. Like, that's never been like on my bucket list, but now like I want to go because I want to experience what they experience. You know what I mean? Like, I like when they go to places where like I've been because I'm like, oh yeah, I recognize that. Like, oh yeah, that's cute. So, but apparently that's like the island thing. Like, it reminds me of like when you go to Jamaica and they always give you like the Bob Marley drink. Like, the Bob Marley is to Jamaica as the Killer Bee shot is to St. Kitts, right? So, When they get to dinner, Angel's like, oh, am I going to be on the menu tonight? Angel, stop bringing this stuff up. You are dragging it. Like, I know you got the storyline. Because at this point, Angel, I do feel bad for you that they talked about the filter thing. But at this point, Angel, you are dragging it. You're dragging it. Let it go. Let it go. So then they bring up like why Kay didn't stay. And of course, like excuses. You know, it's just like, Kay, just say you don't like Wendy. And basically Jazzy's like, look, Kay, you said some foul stuff about Wendy. And if I told Wendy what you said, like, it would be World War II up in here. I want to know what Kay said, don't y'all? Like, what could, well, Jazzy did say that Kay said don't trust her, but what else did she say? Like, I want to know. Word around town is that Wendy is not a nice girl. Like, I'm hoping that that's not true, but again, word around town is that she's just not a girl's girl. I don't like girls, people that are not girls' girl. Like, people that are not girls like irk me. Like, you are a girl. You know, like, I can't stand when some girls are like, girls are too dramatic, girls are too emotional. So that's why I like to hang out with the dudes. Like, you are a woman. Like, that's not cute. Like, I think like some girls are like, I'm not a girl's girl because like women are too much. Because I think they think it's like cute. Like, that puts them in a separate box. Like, no, that just makes you look not good, not cool, you know? So anyway, look, let me tell you this. It was a good episode. Let me say something about Angel. Angel, you say you want to get to know the girls, right? But every time you get around Keiarna, it's like a personality switch and everybody can notice it. Angel, you know you're filming a show, right? You know they can roll back the tape, right? Like, I'm really trying to give Angel some grace because I recognize she's the first season girl. But honestly, as a first season girl, like, where is your brain? You couldn't say to Keiarna, like, oh, girl, we squashed it. Like, we're good. Like, yeah, I was upset, but, you know, we're good. She apologized. Like, Giselle apologized. Giselle never apologized. But she apologized. So you can't just be like, hey, you know what? She apologized. It's fine. It's all good. I'm going to keep one eye open, but she's all good. Like, you have to feed into what Keiarna's saying. Keiarna's leading you down the wrong road. Just saying. Okay. Bye, guys. I'll see you in the next review. Thank you for being patient. So sorry that I'm late, but it was needed. Bye.